I'm back. So I just saw some other tweets online, so I have more news. I made a little reply to the first video about how like there was some like information about like some names getting out, but nothing was like fully translated, so I didn't want to look at anything just yet. But now I feel like there's enough information that I do want to make another quick video. So we got some quick introductions for all three characters. And yeah, like, something I mentioned was that this guy is Yu Shindo. This is Akari Shindo, and he is just roadie. So already, wow. Okay, so I was already really impressed with Rhodey, but I felt like there was nothing really going on with these two. Now even more interested because it seems like they're siblings, which is cool. Like I mean, like one of the things I've wanted in Corpse Party for a long time is I wanted them to bring back like a sibling dynamic that wasn't Satoshi and Yuka, but like make it different. Because I feel like that was the kind of a thing that just kept happening, whereas like Yuka kept showing up, but she wasn't growing, and I really wanted a new game where like Yuka became a more competent character and she grew up, and that would have been nice. And this basically kind of gives me what I wanted personally, where well, we'll get into like the characters real quick first. You'll see, you'll see. So we have you here again. Like it literally just says like he is literally just very ordinary. He is literally like a Satoshi cat type. But apparently, unlike Satoshi, he is considered like very handsome, I guess. And he gets scouted out by entertainment industries, which is interesting. I'm noticing a lot of like entertainment industry stuff with this cast. We have the streamer girl that wants popularity, uh, and another character, his sibling, which we'll get into, is also kind of connected to it. But unlike the rest of them, he has no interest in it, which I think is interesting. He kind of reminds me of the protagonist, Blank Slate guy from the crossover that Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei did, like Tokyo Mirage Sessions. If you remember Itsuki from that game, but he kind of reminds me of Itsuki now. I was getting those vibes before, and now I'm even more certain about it. I'm like, oh no, because like Itsuki's not a great character, but you know what? I think for different reasons, I think he will be interesting because we'll get into that in a second. So his sister is Akari Shindo, and apparently she is debuting as an idol right now. So she's another entertainment industry character, and she's apparently more level-headed and mature than her brothers. So I'm guessing like she's like, even though she's the younger child, she has more ambitions. She's got her life in order. And she does like look really composed. I honestly thought she was a class rep, because like she just looked that formal. So now I'm like even more impressed. Like, okay, though she's got like a lot behind her. I'm definitely more excited for her these two now, knowing that they're siblings. That's like a dynamic that we could interact. Cause like Shitoshi was often like very shy, but he kind of like got over that shyness really quickly. It's not really like a big thing in the story. It's kind of glossed over. It's still there in his character, but it's not like a big thing. And now it feels like this is like, what if Satoshi didn't grow out of it per se? And he was like genuinely kind of shy, and he didn't have like a sister that needed his protection, so he didn't have to step up. So I'm wondering if that's gonna play into how these two are going to be important, and we'll get into that in a second too when we go back to something else. And Rhodey, oh my god. So yeah, he's a gaudy. He gets into actual fights, and he is like, and he's not just a jock. He's just a problem person. So yeah, I was pretty right on the mark about this character. Uh, Also, his name was Rhodey. If you've talked with me personally and you've seen like how I think about certain characters, there's a character in like Fire Emblem Shadow, not Shadow Dragon, but like the sequel named Rhodey. And I have like a love-hate relationship with the character because he gets me into so many problems. So now, like, I'm seeing this guy, oh, he's a problem child, and his name is Rhodey. So now I'm just like, oh, another fucking Rhodey I have to deal with. I like him though. I'm liking him a lot more. I like this character. But yeah, so one thing I want to establish is like, so mistakenly said in the last video, there's only like 5 characters here, and it completely slipped my mind that we have a total of 6 characters now, and the top one isn't her. So, oh no. So as you know, like in the original Corpse Party, yada yada. Again, spoilers. You should have already watched the series at this point, or played the games. is that there were 5 survivors, but there were more than 5 characters at the start. She is not here, and we saw in the screenshots there was a kid with glasses. Except it's the blue kid, so I'm a little concerned. It could be the fact that she's not very important, but oh no, I would not be surprised. And this is what already my prediction going in is like, because of the fact that she has like so much on her shoulders and he has like nothing at all. Whereas like in the first set of 3 characters, I thought there wasn't really a Naomi psycho situation. This is definitely it, right? Like this is totally it. This is not. This is like Naomi doesn't really have any personal ambitions. Like she has like a character obviously, but she kind of just wants to go home. Seiko has a lot of people to take care of. She has responsibilities in the house. Uh, except in this case, before where they were just kind of friends and it was kind of like a loving relationship. Now it's literally just like these are like siblings who are probably gonna like. This is again exactly what I wanted. Was like in Corpse Party 1 was like I think a lot of people talk about is like what if like the original ending where Yuka doesn't make it out alive was canon? Is that what they're doing here? Are they? But like instead of like making Yuka like a like bad character and they make her irrelevant by killing her off at the end. It's more like they're making an even better Yuka. They're making a better sibling character that actually is competent. Like they're a girl boss, they're awesome, and then they're just gonna die because we have this dope here and this asshole. Like that's fucked up. Is that actually what's gonna happen? If so, I'm on board for that because like that already like makes me really excited. Because so that would mean these two would be on by themselves. We would have just like 2 dudes together, which again is not something we've had in Corpse Party before, really. I mean, we've not really had like a whole chapter where it's just 2 dudes together. Usually it's a boy and a girl, or multiple girls, or just a bigger group in general. The closest thing we got to that was an extra chapter, and like, uh, I think Corpse Party, extra chapter with a Tomohiro and Yoshiki, and then there was like a Book of Shadows. There was Morishige and like some other characters. It wasn't like that big though. This is cool. I actually like this. I could totally see like, no, what if like she dies and suddenly he's probably freaking out. He's like messed up about it because like that was his sister. She had so much to live for, yada yada. And now he has to learn from like the jock dude to get his act together because they're in a very like they're in deep shit basically. They have to like think of something to get out. Like that's messed up. So like that could be really cool. That could lead to like a lot of cool bad endings too, because now you have like a nervous wreck who is like emotionally unstable, and like a jock dude who's also like probably on the breaking point himself because he is a problem child. Now he has to like probably take the lead with this dope. What if he leaves him behind? There's like so many things that my brain is thinking of right now. This is awesome. I love this. But yeah, I'm totally expecting her to die now. Like, yeah, she's giving me Death Flag vibes. Now that she's also just not in the box art, yeah, no, she's totally fucked. I would not be surprised. But then again, we can't always trust Corpse Party box art. You have to remember, in the first game, often uses a like Seiko in a lot of box art, and we always know that she never makes it. So for all we know, MC right in the front here could be dead the first chapter, and we'll be stuck with Streamer Girl and the Occultist Girl. We probably won't even see the main girl for that long. Like we don't know what's gonna happen. It could be like anything. Anything could happen here. But yeah, just because of the fact that she is so totally going to die, that makes this character 10 times more interesting to me because her death is just basically guaranteed to me. Uh, we have had a lot of cases of like shy characters in Corpse Party kind of like breaking under the pressure. Like it's probably like one of my favorite things is when characters do finally snap. They can't handle it because like being planes like this will make you get possessed. The darkening will get you and all that. And like at first, I thought it would be this guy who would probably go under the darkening because he seemed like he could just like get possessed at the end of a chapter. And ooh, he'll go after these two because they seem like more protagonist characters. But no, I guess like maybe he's gonna be the one who has to deal with something now. Like maybe he's gonna be in over his head now. Like he has to like. I could see that. That'd be cool. It would be a good way to mellow him out by obviously putting a jock character in front of a problem he can't punch away. He can't fight it out. Like these are like this is supernatural stuff. So I like this. This is cool. I'm definitely into this. This makes me even more excited for this group of characters. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I think this group of characters I like more than the first three characters they revealed already. Like the first group of characters, they were fine. I like the streamer girl; she was cool. But like now, I'm very excited. Like these three are really really cool, which is weird because like again, their designs like at first don't really mean too much to me. Like I mean, Rhodey sticks out, but like, I can also see how he wouldn't stick out in the wrong way to some people. But yeah, they already sound 10 times more interesting than the main cast. They kind of like there's more going on here. There's more depth to these characters than I think I see in the first set of characters, which kind of just feels like they're scrapped corpse party character concept that they're just now doing. You know? Does that make sense? Yeah. Uh, and also, I saw this other webpage. Yeah, like I remember reading somewhere that the streamer girl is the one who convinces like the three to go to the hospital to test an urban legend. So and I didn't. I remember like thinking like, oh, do these three just go in after them? Like, what was the deal with that? And apparently, while their classmates back home search from them, so these three definitely weren't or didn't go in with them. Is what I'm getting at here. Is like so these three probably like the first three go there on purpose. Maybe like a couple days afterwards, nothing's really going on, and they're like, oh, maybe we should like check out like this charm they did, yada yada yada. Which makes me even more curious how Rhodey got roped into this. That makes me even more interested because he really did feel like a character that kind of just like barged his way in, kind of like what happens with Kai. Again, as I said, he reminds me a lot of Kai, but apparently not. These three just come in together. So this actually also makes me think even more about a couple things. So we've already established that the first three they go in together as a trio, and in these groups of characters are coming in as a trio. Have you noticed a pattern here? They aren't getting split up as far as we can tell. They're not like there's not like a in the original like Heavenly Host where if a whole group did the charm together, they would be split off into multiple closed spaces, and they would either have to like fix the curse to get to each other, or they would just never see each other again, or they might even just be isolated forever. That's not happening here. I don't know if it's an alternate planes of reality is happening here too. We have to play the game to see for sure, but it does seem like these trios are being brought in as trios, and they're just dropping in as trios. They're not being separated or anything. So, hmm, I don't know what that says about the charm itself and like the what's at stake here, but it is something like consider because this is definitely already way different from what we're used to. This could like obviously say a lot of things about what the mystery is. Like I remember what was it like Sachiko. The reason why everything was so like all over the place is because she was genuinely just unstable and it was a lot of magic energy to handle. Whereas this feels like whatever is the cause of this is more controlled. You know, like whatever is causing this is not like uh it's not like splitting off everyone into multiple spots. It's just like it's very like simple, it's contained. So I wonder if like what that says about this location. Um and yeah, again, we're seeing Amare, we're seeing Ayame's mercy. So yeah, I don't know what is up with like this what the supernatural angle this is going for. This could be like anything. It really could just be anything. We still know so little about this location. But honestly, now that I'm thinking about it more, like there is like we are getting bits and pieces and crumbs of like, okay, what is going on here? And we already saw that there was like a spiritual statue or something like that within the hospital. They pray it in front of like a screenshot or something. So like again, I think I am at this point settling on the fact that it might be connected to the one of the cults. I don't know though, because like it could be an experiment gone wrong, but it does feel like this is a has been a thing that's gone on for multiple decades, as it kind of explains here. Yeah, a curse placed on a hospital decades ago. So this is like relatively not. It's still relatively old. I don't know. But yeah, this I just wanted to make a video about this because again, like I'm very excited about these characters. Uh, well, I guess final thoughts. I guess we have to wait and see if we'll get more character reveals. I'm liking this dude a lot more, and I'm feeling more confident about like him being more interesting now. Rhodey, oh god, unfortunate name, but I think I'm gonna learn to like him. I like him a lot. I love him. Yeah, he's probably. I think he will be my favorite character if this is like going how I think it will. Akari, she is totally gonna die. I am sorry, it is happening. You are not safe. I will be excited to see how like they develop her though. I want to like she seems very competent and capable. Even in like the screenshots I was showing before, it looked like she was on the computer while her brother was just kind of looking at it, all confused. So yeah, I'm excited to see how what kind of impression she will leave before she inevitably dies. But yeah, that's all I have to say for now. I hope you all enjoy it. Bye bye.